Hello and welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're taking a look at an upgraded version of one of the most sought after Transformers in the Transformer toy line. This being Transformers Legacy United Generation 2 Universe Deluxe Class from 2025 Breakdown. And a little bit of interesting note in the background on the character itself. In the early 90s, Transformers Generation 2 was just coming out. There was a lot of originals being recolored for re-release. The Stunticons, all 5 were originally scheduled for a re-release, but got canceled. Officially, only one figure made it out of the set. That being this breakdown in 1994's BotCom exclusive in these colors. This being the updated one from 2025, obviously. But, yeah. 29 years later, they finally gave it an upgrade. And it looks really cool. I love the color scheme. Side note on this, because I know I'm going to get roasted in the comments, so I don't put this out there. There were some complete Minosaur sets that did make it out. They made it out into the circulation. I've seen them. I've held one. Actually owned one, but it wasn't complete. I was missing a couple weapons for it. But I had to sell that years ago. I've been through that whole story and how I had to sell my collection. Not going to hash it out. So they have made it out. But let's focus on this guy here. Phenomenal looking figure. You got his main color, of course, being teal with silver, purple, and a slightly darker purple in some spots. He has 2 accessories. One being his blaster, and the other one being his spoiler. And these can fit on his car mode. Of course, the spoiler is going to go right back here. Plug that in here. And if you flip him over, you'll notice this little block right there. Take the gun with his little block. And just plug that right in there. And everything is concealed within the Gen 2 car. Really, really nice. Rolls pretty cool. You got the Generation 2 Decepticon logo with the black background. You got your purple highlights which go all the way around the car. The only thing I don't like about this is you have black in the middle of this hubcap and teal in the middle of that hubcap. Come to underneath, pretty self-explanatory. Everything's going to be located on this figure. Released in the 5th and final wave of Transformers Legacy United toy line. And he's just a recolor of this guy in the background of Legacy 2023 Breakdown. He's here for another reason. We'll get to that in a second. If you watch the TikTok preview I put up for this guy, the music I chose was for his personality, which we will discuss in just 2 seconds. So yeah, this is really cool looking. So let's do some transformation. We got to take the gun off, and we're going to take the spoiler off. Set those aside. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom. I'm going to unclip his feet and open the feet for the panels and the back. I'm just going to flip out his legs. Now, of course, it's my video. Of course, it's got to give me trouble. I'm going to close these, and I'm just going to flip his feet down. Like so. This is the part that always gives me trouble with these figures. This glass window has to be popped forward. So I gently pull up on the hood, and then I just... Come on. Any other time, this thing would pop like... Alright, so we'll do it the other way. Release the sides of the hood. This is plugged into the hood. And there we go. It popped. Got to be careful because you don't want to break that. Now, there are a couple ways of transforming him. Officially, Hasbro says to do this. This is on a double hinge. And now it's not going to release. Oh my god. This never fails. I'm on camera. Of course it's going to do this now. On camera. These tabs clip underneath this part of the window and they're very tough. So you're going to bring the hinge down. Hasbro says to do this. To move those out of your way. I'll correct that and how I do it in a second. Open the chest. Bring up the head. Clip that back in place. Flip out his hand. Tab right here. Flip out the hand. Rotate him at the waist. And now he is complete. Like so. That is how Hasbro has them. I like to fold these back up. I know it makes the bumper stick up a little bit higher than normal. I just like the way that looks better. Your toy, you set it any way you wish to display it or do whatever. But that's how I do it. And there's Breakdown in his robot mode. Quick little bio on this guy. Breakdown has an acute case of paranoia. Truly believes everything, everyone, and everybody is out to get him and is watching him. In vehicle mode, his engine can rev so powerfully it will disrupt other vehicles in the vicinity and create mechanical failures. His paranoia is his worst and best enemy. I wrote that completely wrong. I am truly sorry. His paranoia is his worst enemy and his greatest weakness. Can be used against him in many different ways. Can combine with fellow Stunticons to form Minosaur's right leg. Rather interesting bio. Lot of interesting stuff there. So, that video I put up, somebody's always watching me. Now you know. So the reason I actually have the original one here, I want to show something. This is the other thing it comes with. An alternate head sculpt. The 2023 version has the cartoon head sculpt. The Generation 2 Legacy toy has the original toy's head sculpt. So they are different. And I just wanted to note that so you can see them. You disappear. It looks really good. You got gold for the eyes, teal for the face, purple. And it's a darker shade down on the legs. And in the middle, light purple for the hands, light purple for the head. Articulation, head will go all the way around. Full exorcist, shoulder. Bicep, elbow, wrist will go in and out. Waist. Big boot. Back boot. And you do have purple on the hip. I'm kind of like not a fan of that part. I just think it's offsetting. You got the full splits, thigh rotation, very good knee bend, and you do get ankle tiltage. And with his weapon, like I said, he can hold it as a boomerang or a shield. Like so. But what I like to do with it is he has a small little blaster. I like to plug it into the blaster on the arm just so it makes the gun look a little bit bigger. So I think that looks really cool. Let me know what you think of this guy. I think it looks sharp. I would have loved to have seen the Generation 2 original toy complete, if I had it complete with all the stuff still. I wish I had a photo for you. They do have a Generation 2 color scheme Minosaur released in the... oh, I can't think of the line now. You know what's funny when you forget Combiner Wars? When you forget all about a line in the Combiner Wars toy line. So maybe we'll look at him soon. But having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all my channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. Many more videos headed your way. Let me know what you think of Minosaur or any of the Stunticons and who's your favorite. This is ALW Collectibles. I'm going to get ready for another video. And Breakdown's going to go hide in a corner somewhere. Have a good day.